Morning students, last class we have seen about communication skills and the basics of the communication skills like types of communication, elements of communication and the effective communication. Here we are going to see the next part, that is basic writing skills. So basic writing skills include sentences, parts of speech and your writing ability of a paragraph. Okay, so here sentences are what? Group of words forming a meaningful sentences. Group of words forming a meaningful sentences is called out to be a sentence. For example, Raju works in an office is a sentence. Here Raju is the subject and verb here is the works. Okay, it contains subject and the verb. Punctuation can also be included in the sentences. The punctuation includes first letter of the sentence should be in the capital. The next one is full stop. Full stop shows a statement is being completed. A question mark will be given to the questioning sentences. Okay, exclamation mark for the adornment, that is enjoyed sentences, can be given with the exclamation mark. Okay, there are four different types of kinds of sentences we might have learnt in your English. Let us recall it: declarative, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. Declarative includes a statement form. Statement form refers your simple statement, the information just being passed out is the statement. Next one is interrogative. The questioning sentence is called out to be the interrogative one. What is your name is a simple question which comes under interrogative. The next one is imperative. Do the given work is a command which you pass, right? So this one comes under imperative. The next one is exclamatory sentence. So when you say something in the joy or in the mood of adornment, you'll call it out as exclamatory, which ends with an exclamation mark. The next one is phrases. Phrases refers to the words which is similar to that of a sentence. Sentence gives the proper meaning, but phrases does not gives you the proper meaning. It is a group of words which forms an incomplete one. Under the table, on the rooftop, all these things are phrases which does not gives you a proper meaning. What is under the table, what is on the rooftop, all these things are not being mentioned. Okay, next thing is parts of sentences. So sentence usually contain two parts, subject and the predicate. A subject is the one, the participant of that sentence. Predicate is something which includes the verb and the object. For example, the old man built the road. Old man is the subject here, built is the verb, the road is the object. So verb and the object together forms the predicate. So parts of sentence includes two parts, subject and the predicate. Parts of speech includes noun. Noun is nothing but the naming words. Whatever the things, objects, man, men, everyone which is having a name is such and called to be as noun. For example, Rakesh is a name given to a boy, is called out to be a noun. Pronoun is the one which we used instead of noun. So all the sentences cannot formed as Rakesh is a good boy, Rakesh goes to the school, Rakesh wakes up early in the morning. Every sentences we cannot mention the same noun, that is Rakesh, Rakesh, Rakesh. Instead of that, we'll be submitting as he wakes early in the morning, he goes to the school. Okay, so a word which is used instead of noun is called out to be the pronoun. Verb is nothing but the action words. Okay, playing, watching, eating, smiling, all the action comes under verb. Adjective is the one which describes the noun, that qualifies the noun. For example, noun here is Rakesh. Rakesh is a beautiful boy. So beautiful here is an adjective. Next thing is article. Article is the word that introduces a noun. For example, a box, an apple, the lion. So all these noun has an introduction as a and the based on the vowels and the consonants. The next thing is adverb. It is similar to the adjective. Adjective describes about noun. Adverb describes about the verb. Okay. Adverb describes about. Next thing is preposition. Preposition shows the position of the words in time or space. Dig in, dig out. All these words which relates to the space and time comes under the preposition. Conjunction refers to the sentences. Two sentences is being connected by a word. It is called out to be the conjunction. Ram is a good boy. He sings well. These are two sentences. Ram is a good boy. He sings well. The connector can be used as Ram is a good boy and he sings well. So it forms two sentences as one using the conjunction. Interjection. It is the word which is an outburst of the feeling, which is framed when we are playing. Okay. Hey, well, like these words can be used as an interjection. There are some words which can be used to describe weathers. So we'll have describing weather, describing some persons, describing likes and dislikes. Let us start with weather. So weather is the one which is an icebreaker. Whenever we meet a person, we'll ask, how was the weather yesterday? Was it cold? Was it hot? All these things are an icebreaker words. Okay. This comes with a sentence as it is plus the adjective. Okay. The next one is a noun will be formed into an adjective. Rain is the noun, and raining will be the adjective. Rainy. Sun will be the noun and sunny will be the adjective. Some words includes bright. The sky was bright. The morning was a bright morning. Clear. Sky was clear. Fine. Partially. Overcast. Gloomy. Foggy and musty. These all the words which describes the weather. Next one is describing someone. So we will describe the people based on their appearance, how they look, mannerism, how they behave, character traits, how they meet with the character trait shows how they behave with the others. The next one is emotions. Emotions shows the feelings for how they react with other. Okay. So when we are smiling always, he is the happiest man. Similar ways. And there are people with strength and weaknesses. When we exhibit our strength other than our weaknesses, we will be called out by these words. He is a caring person. He is an intelligent one. He has the responsible. He is a trustworthy man. So these are the words which describes our strength. Next thing is describing words for the weakness. So one show their weakness as a major one, they will be called out by these words. He is an aggressive one. Aggressive refers to a anger. Then a chaotic. He is not an order one. He always in a disorder manner. He confuses everything. He is called out to be as chaotic. Next one is shallow. Shallow refers the person will not mingle with the others. Next one is selfish. Not sharing his profits or his anything with the others is called out to be the selfish. Next, the words for describing likes and dislike. When we like something or when we dislike something, we use some words to describe it. They are those. Enjoy is the word to show your enjoyment. That is your full contented involvement in something. So enjoy. Hate is the word for disliking. I hate this behavior, I don't like this, I hate coffee. All these things. Prefer refers to what you like and how much importance you give them. Like is similar to I like this one, I like the color. Dislike is just mentioning I dislike the behavior such way. Adored, getting attached to something is said to be adored. Crazy about, mentally and physically involving, getting involving. Okay. Next thing, words for quantifiers. Quantifiers refers a measuring word. It comes with a countable and uncountable nouns. When we can count manually, comes under countable nouns. Example, pen, phone, pencils. All these things can be counted manually. Also, it can be counted using the quantifiers as many, few, a number of, a several, a couple of, all these things. Uncountable refers to the measuring words like milk, time can be measured. Quantifiers such much, little, a bit, great deal of, etc. Okay. Next thing, last topic, construction of paragraph. Paragraph is a group of sentences that describe one idea. A group of sentences that describe one idea. If there are sentences which describes different ideas, cannot be called out to be a paragraph. Okay. So next thing is we need a steps. There are 5 steps to write a good paragraph. First step is write the outline of the paragraph. Paragraph should have an outline. For example, we are going to describe about a neem tree. We must take out some hints regarding the paragraph, that is regarding neem tree, like neem tree's bark, neem tree's medicinal fact, neem tree's season, flooring, all these things, a hint should be taken. This is called out to be the outline of the paragraph. Next thing is a topic sentence. So first sentence usually deals with what is the topic, that is what type of paragraph you are writing about. Okay, so next step is writing the topic sentences. The next step is supporting sentences for each outline. So your outline is the hints, as I said, and those hints have to be framed into sentences using some supporting sentences in the next part. That is, after the topic part, you will be framing your hints into a sentences. Next step is concluding sentences. Concluding instance, the concluding sentence ends with a moral, a message, an appreciation, etc. So here the concluding sentence should be of the growing of tree, what message you feel to convey, that is depending upon. The last step is combine all the lines to get your final paragraph. We are taking part of first topic sentence, then supporting sentences, outline, concluding sentences, all these things separately, and the final step is combining all the things into a paragraph. Okay, thank you.